down from your rented rooms at the Diamond's Nest, coming down for the evening's dinner service.
Well, Spot wanted to speak with us during dinner, didn't
Yeah.
Yes.
Didn't he?
he? Didn't
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
Everyone has done it. Victoria's done it herself. I've
Yeah,
done it.
didn't
I've even done it to my own
You've
character.
done it.
I can't beat that.
So I think we should let him have his time.
I want to make sure my sister's upstairs. I don't want them down.
Okay.
And I might be a little late in the game, but I'm a little confused about tabaxi. So, like, you know how, like, a fur dog, they just, like, they kind of have the bovine features?
Yeah.
Do you just have cat, like, do you have, is it a fur thing? Like,
I picture myself as like a very no. It's like I feel like I have fur, but like not like on my legs or like my torso. You know what I mean? Like I have a little bit of fur like on my arms and stuff like that, and like on my face I have fur, but like up here I feel like it's like hair. And it's like dreaded and up, but my sisters have hair, like brushed, like actual hair. But I have cat ears.
So, like, if I think of the bestseller movie Cats,
What?
with hair.
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually colored in Spot here.
What?
Okay, so like that's what I kind of picture him as. I have like cat feet, I have a tail, but my body is human.
So you're like a regular height.
Because I'm 12 years old, I'm actually like 5 foot.
Okay.
But tabaxis actually grow very tall. They're like 7 feet tall. My father would be 7 foot tall.
Really?
Yeah, tabaxis are supposed to be very narrow, very long, and slender.
Do you have whiskers?
I'm gonna say no.
Sorry if that was late in game.
It's fine.
But for real, I just have cat-like features on my face, my hands, my feet, and I have a tail.
And you got the instincts, too.
So, anyway, sitting all down at the table, I want to make sure my sisters aren't here. But,
And I look like a dude.
you look like a dude. So, I'm gonna hold my hand out with little bits of, like, fur on it. So I found this in that metal box. I think this is my father's fur.
How do you know?
Can I smell, or that won't help me?
I know the way
Try.
that you know your own
You
hair
You can try if
color.
you want.
Right.
You can make a perception check if you want.
Yeah, I'll attempt.
Any help I can get, and I'll like put it
Oh,
out.
Morpheus like
Good
holds,
idea.
takes the fur and holds it up to his nose.
So
21.
You actually get a little bit of the scent off of it, and while it does smell kind of like Spot, you can also tell there's an age to it.
Page.
I will say, you know how you have advantage on tracking
Fiends,
Phase, and Undead?
Yes.
You will now have advantage on tracking whatever scent that is.
Okay. Cool. Alright.
Oh, hey! Very good.
So
Specifically on
I picked my nose.
Yeah.
specifically on survival checks to track whatever left that fur.
okay.
Okay.
That is what Morpheus will have advantage on. Survival checks to track whoever or whatever is attached to that fur.
Okay.
So just I don't think I ever shared anything with you, but you know that it's just me and my sisters alone, and we were living in my father's shop, and he was a glassmaker. So that was really our house. We had a very nice house because my father is very good at making glass work. Gaffer. That's my last name is Gaffer. So the day that the mountain fell with the war of the gods, it crushed our whole neighborhood, and including my house. My mother died in our house, and the siblings left and moved, but that day I haven't seen my father since. He's just been missing. So I really kind of started getting into this business looking for him, trying to find any connection to him. So Glaucus was trying to help me track down any leads or anything, and he hasn't been able to find anything. So that's why I felt like maybe it was time to leave.
So before we met you, that's what you were doing.
Yeah, I was just trying to find my dad and trying to find any evidence of anywhere he would be. So I found this fur, so I'm thinking maybe he was a prisoner of some sort, and I mean, I have my sisters with me not because I feel it's the right thing to do, but because I don't know what else to do. they're too young to be on their own, and I think that you guys have all kind of adopted me, and I'm hoping that maybe you can just also
Spot,
keep
why
them
were
for them.
why are they so interested with your father? Do you
I
know?
don't know. He was commissioned
Was he
to
a pain in
do...
the neck like you?
No, he was a very good man.
Okay.
Was he a political man?
Right.
Not necessarily. What he did is he worked in the lower districts where we lived, but he was a very talented glass maker.
Mm-hmm.
And he actually was commissioned to do beautiful works of art and would often take them to the higher elven districts to place them in the very expensive mansions and homes.
Mm-hmm.
So the day he went missing, that's where he was. He was supposed to be installing this gorgeous piece of work that we were working on together. So we had a commission, we started working on it, directly making specs for it. I was helping him as his apprentice, and he wrapped it all up and left like any other day to deliver it for installation, and
He never came back.
never came back.
Who was it for?
I don't know. I mean, I never really bothered with that kind of end of the business.
You check his notes, his
No.
books, his bookkeeping.
No, I never really thought to
For
like,
receipts? Does he have receipts?
guess it would still be back in the shop, but
It's
There
probably
could be a clue in what Morphe said.
I mean, I can
Because
ask
if there
my
was
sisters
commission,
if
they
they
might
have
have written it
anything.
down.
Should've written
Commissioned by
down.
so and so, this much
his
money or
office.
whatever.
His
So
office.
maybe he looked through all your paperwork. We'll help you look through
I
all your
tried
paperwork.
I tried to sneak into the upper district after all of this when my father didn't come back for a few days to try to find his cart, try to find even the window. I looked through all the neighborhood trying to find the window and where it might have been installed because I helped build it, but I didn't see anything and nobody knew of him and people started really turning us away, and that's when, I had to make sure I fed my sisters, and I
You
just
have to
kind of...
start somewhere.
What was the wind of this project? What was it a landscape? Was it a portrait of somebody?
So my DM wouldn't let me decide. So that's my DM would have to tell me what my memory recalls.
Specifically?
The mirror, the last piece of artwork that we were working on.
Yeah.
That you were working on with him?
Yeah. That he was going to deliver that day. What was it of? I
You
left
remember
it
it,
vague for you to decide.
you remember it being fairly, at least to your eye, fairly unremarkable. It looked like a stained glass landscape. Like, it was very well crafted, it was very colorful, but there was nothing, it wasn't a portrait, it wasn't, anything that stood out to you. It looked like a plain landscape. Like, there was green hills, and there was like a blue sky, and it was all very well made, nice, pretty colors on the stained glass, but it was nothing spectacular that you remember.
expensive.
Yeah, I mean, he paid well. It was a large glass. It took up an entire cart.
How many people will be able to afford something like that?
I really feel anybody in the upper district, but
Upper district.
I don't know really. I don't know that kind of stuff. I never worried about that kind of stuff. I never paid attention to that stuff. That was my dad.
Being a child, you shouldn't have to. So your father did right. You didn't have to worry about it.
But I did my best. I tracked out every lead, but after a while, my sisters were hungry. We had nothing to sell anymore. And, time passed, and I knew I just needed to get money to feed them.
How long ago was it since your father has disappeared?
Babe, how long ago was it that the mountain crashed?
Matter of days.
Yeah. So he's been missing the day that the mountain, the fingertip broke off of the
Yeah,
mountain.
that happened several days before the campaign began. So backtracking, you were in Danad for a few days. It took Zane a couple days to get there. You've been with the caravan 3 weeks. About a month. Yeah, he's been missing about a month.
So
And they moved them from.
I think that's why my sisters followed. Mainly because they were probably scared.
Of course. They thought you might not come back.
It makes sense.
I mean, I'm all for helping you, whatever you need from me.
That's
They
the,
have to decide.
that's the biggest thing. I'm not capable. I'm not able to do this alone. But my father, they're saying that they transported the prisoners to, what's the name of the city? Capital city. Balthazar, what's it called?
Bardwin.
Bardwin.
Yeah, who's responsible for this, for the jail itself?
Bardwin.
Well, you would know, at this point, you've already figured out the guards in that jail were official kingdom guards.
Kingdom guards.
It's just, and
Yeah. Okay.
Bardwin is where the seat of the king is. Here it's called the prime seer,
Gotcha.
and it would be a queen.
Okay.
But
Gotcha.
that's where the seat of the monarch is, so they're the detachment for this area.
Thank you. All right.
Got it. So anyway, I know it's going to take the better part of the next few months to even get to Bardwin, but that's where I want to go. That's what I want to do. I want to follow the caravan. I want to get there because I don't think we'll catch up to them, but it's the best way to get there, and it's the best way to see what I can do. If my father's out there and I can rescue him, that would mean the world to me and my family.
Options too, just to let you know if Spot was going to do that. You don't have to wait for the caravan. I believe Elaine has already paid you from Danad to here.
Yeah.
And has given you the option, should you want to go on to Stonemouth,
That's right.
you can join the caravan. You can set out without the caravan if you wanted to.
Well, power in numbers. Do we want to go with an elite team of us, or do we want to go as a working class and probably a lot slower?
That's the trade-off, is that you'd be traveling in larger numbers, but you'd be traveling a lot slower. If you went without the caravan, you could travel faster, but it's just you.
What do you guys think?
Your call.
I'm going to let you guys decide, but
You're going to do it on your own, right?
I'm going there anyway. I'm going there no matter what. And we can part ways.
I'll go with you.
have to go.
That's my decision.
I mean, what do I have to go back to? Somebody just wants to kill me.
And I'll help you no matter what. That bitch wants to kill you. I know we're not the best of friends, but I really appreciate it.
I'll help you.
Thank you.
What you going to do, Eleanor?
Oh, we can't let them go by themselves.
She sounds so disheartened.
I'm game. I'm game.
Maybe we'll find a clue on our own. We'll have more freedom. But look at us. We're gonna stick out like sore thumbs, just us. Are you prepared for that? What do we do
I
with
think
you?
us together, we could be prepared for anything.
What are we gonna do with your sisters?
They have to come with us.
It's not that I don't like them. I've grown quite fond of them. But in a dangerous situation, they could prove to be a liability. Because we're going to have a split loyalty of fighting or protecting. We must always be aware of it.
Exactly, and that's why I'm a little worried as well. But
The caravan is still going. They're going in the same direction we are. We're just going to be.
We could put them on that caravan.
The caravan doesn't leave for another 6 days.
Okay. Well, we have to decide. Are we going
You
on
ain't-
our own or with the caravan?
Ewing Greycastle told you there was
Yeah.
an 8-day layover, and I
Yeah.
believe this is your second day in Svanhild. So
If we leave them with the caravan, we're going to have to leave now, and they're going to be here alone.
I don't feel comfortable with that. I would rather them come with us, and while we go, I can train them to protect themselves. You can all help me, or whatever you guys want to do. My idea was to teach them how to shoot from afar. I can buy stuff to protect them. I can spend money to protect them. My money, not yours, of course. But I definitely think that if they can shoot from afar and I can train them to run and hide and protect themselves, it's the best we can do. And honestly, it's the best I can do.
I don't think that's a big.
It's not.
If Spot's sisters need to go,
What are we going to do with... Alright.
what about Althea? Does she
Oh,
go back
that was
home?
my question.
Does she want to stay with us? She's got the choice.
I think Althea is perfectly welcome to stay. She seems pretty nice.
I think Diana is at work with her. I'm not exactly sure.
Who's Diana?
My patroness.
Is that the box that you wear?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool. I don't have a patroness. I don't know what that is.
Have you seen? And I like take my necklace.
that's now hidden behind a shirt.
Oh, yeah, I saw it. Wait,
What did you see?
I saw it over her head.
You saw what over her head?
I saw like a little, like it looked like a little fox peeking up over her head, and then these little tails wiggling around her, and then it kind of like disappeared. Well, we were at dinner. Well, right as she hit me with that blast. Good blast, by the way.
It was a good blast. Dianera wants her. I have to bring her.
Well, Dianera, didn't she lead us? I mean, I don't know what led you, right? But like, if you said it was your patron, that kind of makes sense. Didn't she find her to begin with and have you go and rescue the girls in the...
That is true.
You said something about like something leading you.
Yes, it was a fox.
Maybe it wasn't just all the girls, maybe it was just her.
I have to keep her with me.
Yeah, maybe she's really important.
It sounds like
Teach her how to hide herself, though, because I think that's the best.
I teach her lots of things.
Yeah. I think this will be good growth for her and for you.
Why don't we...
I'm with you.
All right, are we going with the caravan or we're going on our own?
On our own.
On our own, okay.
We need horses, and I want to go to the docks. I want to see what I can buy, and I think maybe setting out, making a time frame to when we set out.
Okay.
Tomorrow, the next day, but I
We
want
have
to
to
see
be
if I
close
can
to
go
the
down
dock.
to the docks.
Yes.
You went to the docks before, right, Lucas?
Yes.
Can we go together? You can maybe show me.
No problem.
So that's dinner, right?
Yes, that would be your dinner.
So maybe Eleanor, I don't know. Do you want to like look for horses? Do you think we need a cart?
I would think so.
I would think it would
Put the
be
girls in, yeah.
put a little
And
cover.
supplies.
Okay.
They already know how to hide, which is also good. And, they're doing very well on their defense.
Oh,
You're
plus
teaching them their
anything, That's the
offense.
best thing we can
Make
teach
a secret compartment
is
in the
how to
car.
hide.
Make a secret compartment in
They
the
should.
car.
Exactly. That, like
Make a
Morpheus
secret-
says.
Where do you go? As soon as you see this is a signal. Go hide. Go here. Go there.
I told
Make
them
a
that.
secret compartment in the car.
Yes.
I like that.
That's
And then-
an idea.
Because they're itty bitty,
That's
they
a
can
good
hide
And
quickly.
then a little hatch so they could.
Absolutely.
All right, I will work on that tomorrow.
Sure.
Oh, I
Absolutely.
almost
Kids
forgot
are-
about
And
that.
our
The
kids,
are
the kids are going to
weakest-
be the
once she
weakest
gets
point.
wind
Yeah.
of that, she's going to
But
be
I
licking
love
her
that
chops.
idea. The hidden compartment.
Well,
That
how-
will make us feel a whole lot better if we get into kind
Alright,
of
so we should try to
Really?
see if we can find somebody with a cart and possibly builder supplies to work on that right away. I can't build. I mean, I can do lamp work. I can, if you get me some glass and a hot
I
kiln,
don't
I
think
can
that would
do.
be too. Yeah,
build
we need a
something
woodworker,
good, that's-
somebody.
Give me some wood, I'll try.
All right,
but-
I think now what we should do is assign jobs for each one of us. What can we do? What can we find out?
So Morpheus and I can get supplies. I want to try to see if I can find some stuff for the girls, maybe a magic item or two to hide them, or give them some sort of, benefit when they hide. And while we're there, we can pick up some food and stuff for the journey.
Right.
Right?
Okay. I think that's a good idea.
Fine.
We have a
Yep.
plan in place.
I don't really think I should be out.
Okay. You want to stay here with Althea and the girls?
I do need to talk to Althea.
Okay.
And what's Kara and Eleanor doing? Oh, wagon.
Whatever
You
she
guys are
wants
getting the
to do.
wagon?
Yeah,
Yeah,
wagon
With the
and
compart-
horses.
Wagon and horses. Okay, got it.
We need to find out.
One or two of the pull
6.
Althea would need her own. Spot sisters are small enough. They could
I don't
double
need
up
my
with
own
you.
horse. I can stay in the cart or I can run around.
That's an option too. Like Spot and the sisters could stay in the cart. So
I was thinking of the
That's what I was
sisters staying in
thinking.
the car.
you would need probably 6 horses.
6
Oh,
horses.
5.
5 horses plus
Althea.
a wagon to be pulled.
5 horses. Yeah, 5 horses.
Pull the wagon also.
Who's going to drive the wagon?
Oh yeah, somebody. So it would be. Well, you would attach. You could attach the wagon to one or two of the horses.
Okay.
I could be on the. I could be in the wagon.
You want to be in the wagon with me
Yeah,
and my
I'll-
sisters?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, like
depending how
drive
big
in.
of a wagon, you might not fit with the 4 of them.
Oh, crap. You're too big.
So we make an extra long wagon. Wow.
That's
No problem.
Okay.
Break the
So
wagon.
realistically,
stretch.
you're looking at 5 horses, a wagon, supplies, and whatever else you guys go after.
All right, we're doing supplies.
All right,
Okay.
and that's in the next day. We're talking.
That'll be the next day. Yeah, if that's all for dinner, unless anybody has anything they want to do that night.
That night,
You'll
I
go to
want to
bed
go
for
to
the
my
night.
sisters and I want to talk to them.
Okay.
Hold
on. The next day, hit points, spell slots are full again.
Yep.
Yay!
Spell slots were already full for you, Lorelai.
Should we get
Yeah,
all
well,
of the hit dice back for me?
You get half your hit dice back. So if you use 3, if you used 4, you get 2 back.
Got it. DM master.
He's the best.
Hit point.
It's just nice to hear. It's nice to hear.
Sure it is.
I don't like the.
He
I don't
makes
talk
it
like that to
fun.
someone
That's
else.
why I come.
Okay, so what's happening the next morning? We're wagons and horses.
Yeah, I'm going with Kara.
Kara and Eleanor are seeking out wagons and horses.
So that's what I'm thinking. If we could get somebody to make us a little bit wider wagon where we could put the girls in sliding doors that could just slip into it if anything was to happen.
Okay.
Hopefully not.
Lorelai wants to catch Spot alone to have a conversation.
Let's do that first.
Okay.
And then I'll come around this way.
So Lorelai kind of like everybody's out and busy and working, and she kind of like sees Spot. Hi.
Hi.
You know, I had a sister too.
You did?
Mm-hmm. I had an older sister.
What was her name?
I don't remember. I had an older brother too.
Why didn't you remember?
Because I was little when I got separated from them. And I had a mama. And I had a papa. I don't remember their names either. But I know what it's like to lose them. Or for them not to fight hard enough for you, I guess. I'm sorry that you're not with your papa.
Well, what do you think? Like, right now, my dad might think that we aren't fighting for him. But we are. Maybe somebody's out there still fighting. It might be years later, but maybe they're still fighting.
No. Nobody remembers me.
I don't know.
Well, in a few years' time, you might not remember me. It doesn't matter. But I just wanted to say that I think it's nice that you have a family. And I just wanted to say I'm sorry for your parents. And, you know, never stop fighting for that. I hope we find your papa.
I don't think you should give up that somebody out there still loves you.
There's only one thing that loves me.
I will never forget you because you're the prettiest girl I've
That's usually what the boys say. But it's pretty fake. Because, you know, when...
fake?
No! When Diana finds you, and she saves you, like, she does this. This isn't me.
Oh, I thought you said I was fake.
No.
Oh.
This is fake. It's like a Venus flytrap. Do you know what that is?
No.
It's this beautiful, beautiful plant. It's in the forest. We used to have them all the time. And they look like this really, like, flower. They open up and they look like a flower. And everything, it gets attracted and they go onto the flower. And then the Venus flytrap, when a fly goes on it, it closes up and it eats it. It eats its prey. But it looks really pretty and really attractive.
Are you going to try to eat people?
No, I'm not going to try to eat people. I'm just saying that that's what Diana does. She makes you a trap.
Oh, that's fascinating. So maybe for this lady who's trying to get you, maybe you could set a trap.
My trap is usually just for men.
Why do you think it's only for men, though?
Well,
What if you,
Because men are bad. And
I think women can be bad, too.
women are bad. It's because men make them that way.
I don't think that's true. My dad is a really good man.
There's a lot of really, really bad men.
What about when I get older? Will I be bad?
I don't know. Would you try to take children away from their mamas and their papas?
I would never do that.
Well, that's what happened to me. And I looked up the hem of my dress a little bit, and I show Spot the dagger wound at my thigh. that happened to me too. Because I cried. Because I wanted my mama.
I'm really sorry all of these bad things happened to you. Just know that I won't let any of those things happen to you ever again. Because you've been through enough hurt.
Thank you. But I promise I will try to find. I'm not hugging. I don't hug. I'm not a hugger. Please don't hug me.
Is it because I scooped you?
No, I don't hug.
It's not.
And she like kind of does a fist hesitantly, and she's like,
I'll see stuff.
"Is
You
it?"
can just bump it.
So you just do that.
And then blow it up. Okay, never mind.
What's the purpose of that?
Connection. Bonding.
So we're connected now.
Not forever. Just for the next 5 minutes.
Okay.
After 5 minutes, we have another one. Boom!
We have to keep doing that.
Not on a regular basis. It just shows that we shared something kind of cool. That's all.
Well, I just wanted to say that I hope we find your papa.
I just want to say I hope you find someone to love you.
I really don't need anybody to love me.
You might not need it, but it might be really welcome. And you might realize that you might not think you need it, but I know what it's like to have my dad love me and my mom love me, and now I know what it's like to live without it. And I would really, really like someone to love me that much.
I wish I remembered. But enough of this sappy shit. You have to go find your papa.
Thank you.
And she kind of scuttles off.
Okay. Kara and Eleanor setting out in the morning.
Yep.
What you're after is fairly simple. You do find a stable keeper, and stable keepers usually sell carts and wagons along with their horses because they know, especially in a place like Svanhild, where there's so many travelers coming in and out. So you're able to find a male elf. His name is Helthram, who has plenty of horses. He has a wagon, and he is willing to make the modifications that you said. Not backed up today. He can get it done by the end of the day today. He'll start working on it immediately. It's a fairly simple. You're just basically getting an extra deep wagon that he's making a hatch on it.
Yeah.
It's fairly simple work.
Perfect.
For total, the 5 horses, the wagon, and his time, 275 gold. That'll get you the 5 horses to keep. They are yours. You don't have to, not like a rental. You're buying 5 horses.
Right.
The wagon.
Divide that by 5, right?
Yeah, I'm going to say, before you guys left, I would absolutely say whatever it is,
Yeah.
we'll divide it up and we'll pay it.
5 horses. So we'll give him a deposit of. How
much is it? How much is the total?
275 total. I think it's 55 per each of you.
Okay, I'm going to subtract my 55 now.
And eventually you'll just give it to me.
55.
We'll give him a deposit of what?
It's fine. Just mark off the 55 gold from yourself.
Okay.
Everyone mark off 55 gold. We'll say that was all worked out. You give him the deposit now, and you'll come back.
Okay.
But just for brevity's sake, everyone just mark off 55 gold.
Yep.
And Spot and Morpheus.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're heading to the docks?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right, what are you after?
I am after 2 longbows.
Okay. That's
40,
simple.
40 bolts, arrows.
Okay.
I am after possibly magical items. Tell
Okay.
me how much it costs.
Mark off 102 gold for the 2 longbows and the 40 arrows.
Okay.
And what sort of magic items are you after?
I'm after something that will protect someone from hiding.
That would
That's what I'm saying.
protect
To
someone.
metagame, I'm hoping to find some sort of ring of protection or a cloak of whatever, or... Yeah, if I can find one cloak of elven kind or something and all 3 of them can hide under it.
Tell you what, make an investigation check with advantage, because I'll say Morpheus is helping you.
Yes, please. Investigation with advantage. Morpheus. 3 to 3.
Sorry, Spot, there's no cloak or boots of elven kind.
Any special arrows you guys got?
You find there is one ship that came in on the docks that it is an armory. They do have certain simple magical items run by a female dwarf.
Mm-hmm.
They do have 6 what is called walloping arrows,
Okay.
which are you shoot the arrow, and then the target would have to make a saving throw. If they fail, they fall prone. They have 6 of them at 100 gold each.
6 of them at 100 gold each.
Is there any other bows or anything like that would look cool from that guy? Because I can use a bow too. I just don't own one.
Bows? Oh, they have...
I don't know, because technically my sisters have it.
You could have taken gold from them before you left.
Okay. What did you get for
They have a Moon Touch longsword.
long sword?
Yep, it is a Moon Touch longsword.
What does that mean?
It's a magical longsword. It's
What
not.
is that?
It's not a +1 enchantment, but it is a magical sword for the terms of overcoming magical resistance. Also, it gives off faint light.
Cool. Well, is that going to affect my stuff?
If it's not sheathed, yes.
Shit.
But you could keep it sheathed. It's also dim, so somebody would have to have really good eyesight. Because it's
But it doesn't say it imposes disadvantage on stuff.
No, mechanically, no. There is... The female dwarf says, I have something that might interest you.
Oh, tell me.
She picks up a walking stick,
Okay.
and it's nicely sanded. It's fairly smooth all the way through. She says, watch this. And it turns into a short sword. Huh? And then it goes back to a walking stick. Pretty cool, huh?
That would be better.
That is real cool.
Even though I'm not there and I'm not supposed to know.
That is cool. But it's a short sword, not a long sword.
Short sword.
So it wouldn't be for me.
No, be for whoever uses a short sword or could use a short sword.
Interesting. Who gave it to my sisters?
You.
The swords are 100 gold each.
Alright. I'll take both swords.
How many arrows are you getting, Morpheus?
I'll take all 6.
Okay.
I turn out I do have 750 gold.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think there was
Stuff.
a decent amount that we got.
Okay.
I was
What do we
looking
got?
back at my notes, so I'll take all 6.
Mark off 600,
Yes.
and you've got 6 walloping arrows.
Okay, cool.
Can I, DM, do you mind if I retcon something? I don't want long bows, I want 2 short bows.
That will change the gold.
Sorry about that. I just
Short
realized
bows are cheaper.
they wouldn't have proficiency in that anyway. Also,
Take back 50 gold.
Take back 50 gold.
Yeah.
And then, question on... No, never mind.
Okay. If that wraps up your time on the docks,
Yes.
No,
I'm assuming you're spending the day doing all of that, and then you're going to meet back up at the Diamond's Nest.
Yes.
On your way back to the Diamond's Nest.
You're just talking to them.
Yes.
Okay.
Spot. With your passive perception.
Yeah.
As you're coming up through leaving the docks, the dock marketplace, and coming up through the main center of town, you're going through like the areas where there's a lot of taverns and shops, and there's one, you pass like a butcher's like curing place where they're selling lots of cured meats and different sausages hanging, and stepping out of there, you can see putting like the change of whatever they bought. Like if they've changed gold into silver, they're putting some coins back into their purse, and they have a small burlap sack that you can tell there's like cured meat in there. You see a grizzled-looking human man.
Okay.
Yeah, you find a very weather-worn face. You can see battle scars visible on his face and arms. Clips the coin purse back to his belt underneath his studded leather armor, and you can see he has a longbow.
Yup.
And there's a short sword sheathed. And as he turns and leaves, you can see orange feathered arrows.
Ooh, that was...
Make a perception check.
Jesus. 2 plus 1 plus 6. 9.
Okay, that'll give you one piece of information. You do notice one of the arrows is broken off. You see 19 feathered arrows and 1 missing.
Can I do...
Yes.
I am gonna grab his arm and go like that.
Yeah.
All right, Morpheus. You can do it with advantage because Spot is pointing it out to you, so you can roll too.
Silently, I'm just like moving my head, like, look over there.
17. I got 16 plus 1.
All of the battle scars on his arms, you notice that some of his scars are recent. There's wounds on his arms that are less than a week old.
Do you want to track this guy? See where he goes?
And we'll pick up there next episode.